Hello YouTube and the Tribes of the Horror Realm. I guess this would be my DVD Blu Ray update for June. I was able to do it last month, stuff that I had picked up, and I hadn't done a showcase because I had to use it in my Facebook challenge. But here's the ones that construed the June pickups. And obviously you're noticing the Suicide Girls here. Picked this up at a secondhand store. The reimagination of Wizard of Gore. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it also wasn't very good. I don't know. I guess it was all right. I had real low expectations on this one, and it was a little better than I thought it would be. On the other hand, this one here, obviously, cheap direct-to-video ripoff of the Scream films, and it was exactly what it was. This was made probably, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, something to that effect. Needless to say, why you never hear of any of these actors, because they were horrible. At the same shop, found this gem, out of print, great film. I've been meaning to pick this up for a while, but it went out of print on me, and it was so tough. But found it here at this shop and had to snag it. It was a steal. Again, very underrated film, not talked about a lot. Anyone that watches my videos know I'm a sucker for killer shark and killer creature movies, so I was able to snag this copy of Megalodon, which wasn't all too bad for what it was. A lot better than Shark Attack 3 Megalodon. That was horrible, but this one wasn't too bad, and I actually liked some of the cast members in the movie. Staying along with that, recently just went out and did a little, let's say, budget shopping. Picked up Cyclone, which, yes, does have shark attacks in it. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but not the best card. I'd seen a better cover that really featured the shark. Grabbed this one finally. I actually did not have this in my collection. That is the Roger Corman's early film edition of Rock and Roll High School, the Rock On edition. Got a chance to relive this one last night and introduced Teresa to it, and she really dug it. She's like, oh, it just reminds me of one of those 1980s type films. I'm like, well, considering it was made in 1979, close enough. Fits right in. Also at that secondhand shop, I had picked up Feast 2, Sloppy Seconds. For the life of me, I have no idea where I put that DVD. But was able to pick up The Happy Finish, Feast 3. Pretty happy with the fact that in some cases, like Rock and Roll High School, it came with the O-rings. Same thing for the Feast 3. I enjoy the Feast movies. They're just over-the-top fun films. The epitome of a popcorn flick. Found this very cheap, out of print, The House That Dripped Blood. I mean, this is one that was always, generally pricey, and found this for a song. Adding to the Midnight Movies collection, got a copy of The Beast Within, one of those 80s monster flicks. Well, I don't know what you can expect out of this. Diarrhea on a disc, I guess. Howling 5 and Howling 6, I guess, was it the Freaks or something like that is one of them. Mainly just to fill in the gaps with the Howling collection. Was actually talking with my buddy Jeff, 74 Poker, and we were working out a trade on a few things, and he had asked me, because he's been on a insect kick lately, and filling in his collection with a lot of killer insect movies, and he had asked me if I had owned Bug, and I said, no, I don't. I didn't get it. And so I know he wanted this, and I ended up, when I went shopping, was able to find not one but 2 copies of this. So I said, well, got a good enough time as any to grab a copy for myself and pick one up for Jeff as well. So there's 2 copies of this. Alright. Yeah, what the hell? Did the movie suck? Yeah, it's a CGI blight. However, this thing I keep seeing always for like, I don't know why, $30, and it just happened to be marked $2.99. So I said, for that price, I'll grab it. Will I watch Van Helsing again? Probably just to remind myself why I didn't like it. I mean, it does come with the original Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman, but I mean, pop that in anytime. So who knows? I'll probably watch it and then realize, wow, I don't even think it was worth $2.99. But at the time, I was like, I'll pick that up for that price. And finally, hadn't gotten around to getting this one yet either, and continuing the tradition, was able to get it with the O-ring, and that would be John Carpenter's The Ward. A few Blu Rays. Well, let me just do a couple that I had picked up here. First being Children of the Corn, Genesis. I think I picked this up at like Big Lots for like $3. They did have the regular DVD for $3 with the O-ring, but found the same thing on the Blu Ray for $3. I'm like, well, why the hell not? And upon watching it, figured out why. I mean, this one really doesn't even have a cornfield in the movie. I mean, really, what the hell? I'm expecting the next movie not to have a cornfield, nor have any children in it. Upgraded my copy of Torso to the Blu-ray release of it. This was a good deal. Picked this up brand new. You can see. $5. And finally, since she's not here at the moment, I'll throw in Teresa's movie picks that she had gotten. She's a big fan of anything like fairy tale or fantasy based, and one of them is anything with Merlin, the magician, in it. So I picked her up this copy of Merlin's Apprentice. Have no idea about it, didn't see it, saw the miniseries, wasn't too bad. And she's fascinated with witches, of course. She loves them, so she picked herself up the Blu Ray copy of Oz the Great and Powerful. She just loved Mila Kunis in this. And finally, Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters unrated cut. Now, I know this was only $13 at Target, and they did have the digibook version, which I think was $22 at the time when it was on sale. $22, $23, something like that. So, it's just like the difference in the price just really wasn't worth going the extra mile, especially if we didn't know if we were going to even enjoy the movie. Visually, love the design of it, love the look of the witches. Story-wise, very predictable and overly matrixy. So, she dug it. I'm more along the lines of, well, I liked looking at the witches. They were pretty cool design, but I don't know if I don't watch it again, I wouldn't miss it. Anyways, so that's it. And I guess until the next one, probably do another DVD Blue update in July at some point, I would imagine. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.